NFL Week 11 power rankings, and my top 5 this week is very spicy, if I do say so myself. Coming in at number 32, we have the Houston Texans. They have the worst record in the league. They are the worst team in the league. At number 31, I have the Las Vegas Raiders. So I thought this was going to be the only game where Josh McDaniels wasn't the worst coach on the sidelines because they were going up against Jeff Saturday and the Colts. Jeff Saturday has never coached at the collegiate or NFL level. Well, guess what? I was wrong. Josh McDaniels, yet again, was the worst coach out there because his team lost to Jeff Saturday's team in his first game coaching, ever at a serious level. At number 30, I have the Carolina Panthers. They pulled off the win versus the Falcons on Thursday Night Football. I thought they were tanking. Maybe not now. I don't know what they're doing. At number 29, I have the Jacksonville Jaguars. They lost versus the Chiefs, but no one expected them to win that game. At number 28, I have the New Orleans Saints. Oof. This offense is just terrible. They lost versus the Steelers, who have a really bad offense themselves, so that's saying something about the Saints team. At number 27, I have the Pittsburgh Steelers. So the defense carried them to a dub versus the Saints. Even though Pickett didn't throw a touchdown in this game, I think it was one of his best games in the league so far. At number 26, I have the Denver Broncos. They were going up against a Titans defense that is good, but was missing a lot of key players, but they could still only put up just 10 points. At number 25, I have the Cleveland Browns. I thought this defense was going to be able to make this game competitive, but I was very wrong. The Browns lost by over 20 versus the Dolphins. At number 24, I have the Chicago Bears. Another big game for Justin Fields, but this defense could not hold off the comeback from the Lions, and they lost at home. At number 23, I have the Detroit Lions. Back-to-back division wins for them. Very impressive. At number 22, I have the Indianapolis Colts. So when they hired Jeff Saturday as interim head coach, I was like, okay, they're just trying to lose as many games as possible so they could go draft Stroud or Young. But nope, they go out and win their first game with Jeff Saturday as head coach, which is actually stunning because he hasn't coached at the collegiate or NFL level. So that is just insanely impressive. At number 21, I have the Atlanta Falcons. They lost versus the Panthers, which is not good. And now they might have a little quarterback controversy after Mariota did not play well on Thursday Night Football. At number 20, I have the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams are just in a really bad spot after their loss versus the Cardinals. Matt Stafford was out with an injury. Cooper Kupp injured his ankle in this one, and he's going to be placed on the IR and is undergoing surgery tomorrow. At number 19, I have the Arizona Cardinals, a solid win for them in the duel of backup quarterbacks. At number 18, I have the Green Bay Packers. They finally did it. They finally won another game, and it was an impressive one at home versus a very good Cowboys team. At number 17, I have the Los Angeles Chargers, a tough loss for them on Sunday Night Football. They just got to get healthy. This team is just so injured. It's actually insane. At number 16, I have the New England Patriots. I didn't want to move them down when they were on a bye, but just so many teams around them in the rankings won. I had to move them down, but I'll move them back up next week if they win. So don't worry, Patriots fans. At number 15, I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I told you guys last week that the Bucs were back, and guess what? They go and win a big game versus the Seahawks in Germany, and they're sitting alone in first place in the NFC South. At number 14, I have the San Francisco 49ers, a solid win for them versus the Chargers on Sunday Night Football to give them a winning record. At number 13, I have the Washington Commanders. What a humongous, giant win for them on primetime versus the undefeated Eagles at their house. Insane win. Never start Carson Wentz again if you are the Commanders. Taylor Heineke gives this team a spark when he is out there. At number 12, I have the Cincinnati Bengals. They were on a bye. At number 11, I have the Seattle Seahawks. A tough loss for them versus the Bucs in Germany, but they are still in first in their division. At number 10, I have the Tennessee Titans. A nice defensive performance for them to get the win versus the Broncos. At number 9, I have the New York Jets. They were on a bye. At number 8, I have the New York Giants. They won versus the Texans. It was not pretty at all, but they're 7-2. At number 7, I have the Dallas Cowboys, a surprising loss for them versus the Packers, who have been struggling. But hey, going into Lambeau is always tough this time of year, no matter how bad the Packers are playing. At number 6, I have the Baltimore Ravens. They were on a bye. At number 5, I have the Miami Dolphins. Tua stays undefeated in complete games he plays this season. And this stat is becoming really impressive as we get deeper and deeper into the season. At number 4, I have the Buffalo Bills. During last week's power ranking, I said this: Josh Allen has been throwing a good amount of interceptions recently, and it's becoming a little concerning. Well, this week, a Josh Allen interception is what ended up losing them the game in overtime versus the Vikings. At number 3, I have the Philadelphia Eagles. It's not like this was a bad loss for the Eagles. It doesn't, make me all of a sudden concerned about the Eagles. I mean, the officiating was actually horrendous in this game. They're still one of the best teams in the league and still a legit Super Bowl contender, but I got to move them down after a loss and shake things up in this top 3. At number 2, I have the Kansas City Chiefs. They were expected to win versus the Jaguars, and that's what they did. They handled their business and got another dub. And at number 1, we got a new team. It is the Minnesota Vikings. So this might be a kind of hot take, but listen, they just won a huge game on the road in Buffalo. They have the best record in the league with the Eagles. They're both tied for the best record in the league. I feel like they deserve a chance to sit at number 1 and try to defend it for a little bit. I want to know who your guys' top 5 teams are in the comments down below. Appreciate you watching. Make sure you subscribe if you're new here. We're so close to 30,000 subscribers. Appreciate you all. Peace.